let's talk about choosing a SUP paddle or stand-up paddleboard paddle. In stand-up paddleboarding, we have two different schools, just like in touring and river running. That being said, the first school is a high cadence technique, most commonly used in the surf. These blades on the stand-up paddles, as you can see, are longer and narrower. What that allows me to do as a paddler is, as I'm going to catch a wave, or I need to get from point A to point B with a little burst of speed, what I can do is I can submerge this paddle partially, take a few quick strokes to gain some momentum very quickly, and which is why this is most commonly used, in the surf zone, i.e. for catching a wave. To choose a proper length for you, you take your overall height. I'm 6'3", so we'll do that as an example. 6'3", is 72 plus 3 inches is 75 inches. If we're using a surf paddle, we're going to add 8 inches to that. So 75 plus 8 is 83. So I'm going to look for an 83-inch paddle to use in the surf zone. The second paddle in the family is what we refer to as a low cadence paddle or a flat water paddle. You can see this paddle here has a broader shape, sort of like a beaver tail. These are more commonly used in flat water, and especially for beginners, this is a great shape to have, because as I place this paddle in the water, I'm going to get a little bit more out of it the deeper I submerge it, but I really don't have the control I do with the high cadence blade. So basically, this is kind of a no-brainer, where you just get this paddle caught, take your stroke, and you don't need to worry about the blade depth as much. Because it's a little bit larger surface area, your cadence, or at the rate at which you're paddling, will be a little bit lower. Okay? To select the paddle shaft length or the paddle length, just like in surfing, instead of adding 8 inches to my total height, which was 75, I'm going to add 10 inches. A little bit longer paddle for flat water, and by doing so, 75 plus 10 is 85. Another great rule to kind of adhere to is Werner Paddles has made a couple of great videos regarding fit and function. The basic rule is you take your arm, put the paddle shaft against your arm here. This is called your T-grip here. That T-grip should be fitting right at your wrist here. So you can make a little hand puppet. And as you can see, this paddle is quite a bit too short for me. So that shaft should look just like that if it was a good fit.